Good morning, everybody. I'm Alex Arcuglia and this is The Morning Rant, the show in which I talk about my life as a TV commercial director and software developer as a telecommute from my home to the office. Today is February 21st, and so, if I recall correctly, the first line of code of my latest app, Disk Content AI, was written in January 22nd. And so it's something like 30 days I'm working on this app. Less than a month. And the funny thing is that yesterday at 8 p.m. I stopped the alpha development and I entered in beta. And I'm quite happy with the result. And so today I want to tell you a little bit more about this app. How can you use it to search your files and your media and find things that you didn't realize you already have. So it's gonna be a little drive-through, okay? Play with me with this brand new app. Okay, first thing first, you launch the app and you have this interface. On the left, you have the list of your connected drives and scanned drives. The center part of the app, the screen of this app, will show you the results of your searches. But let's act as it was the first time you launch this app. You connect a new hard drive to your Mac, and immediately it will appear here in the drive list. And then you can click on this icon and select Scan. How much does it take to scan an hard drive? That's a very interesting question. I found that an external 1TB SSD connected via USB-C to my MacBook Pro M1 Pro, it's scanned in something like 1 minute, more or less. And this drive contains something like 60,000 files. So the scanning is quite fast. Just a little bit after the scan, it started the media scanning. It means that all the media files, images, video files and audio files are scanned another time, but this time not only to get the path, the size and modification and creation date, but to get new metadata. So for the images, for the photos, a few things are recorded. The first thing is the thumbnail. You can specify the size of the thumbnail, but it's a very, very, very low resolution, low quality thumbnail, but it means that this thumbnail can be accessible and visible even if this drive will not be connected in the future. Then it's the turn of the first artificial intelligence model. It scans the image and tries to find the subject of the image. It categorizes it using one of 1.1 thousand categories. Then there's another artificial intelligence model that tries to identify the shot, if it's a close-up, a medium shot, or a wide shot, and then another function that identifies the dominant colors of the photo. This has been done for the photos and for the videos. For the videos, you can specify at which percentage of the video this photo picture is going to be taken. So if you have a 1 minute video and you specify 10%, then this photo poster is taken at 6 seconds starting from the beginning. For video images, the resolution of the frame is recorded, and for video files, the frames per second count, and the duration too. For audio files, this is another interesting thing. Two different artificial intelligence models come to play. The first tries to identify the genre of the music, if there's a music, using one of these 10 genres: metal, rock, pop, disco, hip-hop, classical, jazz, country, and blues. Maybe I'm forgetting one, but you get the idea. And then another artificial intelligence model tries to identify the sounds. So if there's a piano, a guitar, or other stuff, these sounds are recorded and noted, and so you can search for them later on. For video files, for the soundtrack of the video files, for the audio track of the video files, these artificial intelligence models are used too. So you can search for video files that has a disco music. It's quite interesting. Before talking about the media, you can start searching for the stuff. So you start typing something in the search field, and then immediately the application will find all the files that contains this text. The default behavior is AND operand. So all the text must be present in the name of the file. But the most important thing is that this text must not be consecutive. So you can search for one word and then another word and then another word. And so the system will find all the files that in the name have all these 3 words, but in a casual order. This is quite interesting. You can refine the search, specifying a minimum size of the files, and then search for the dates, selecting creation or modification date that must be in a certain range before one date or after one date, or before one date and after one date, or specifying year or year and month. The funny thing is that you can browse the files even if the drive is not connected and navigate the folders tree of the drive, exploring the stuff as you will do in the Finder. But I think that the most important and powerful feature of this app is the media searching engine, because if you tap the media browser in the upper left corner, then you can search for the media, for images, audio and video. And you can start typing in the search field for search for names. But not only that, because the search field will search also into the tags. So you can search for skyscraper, and it will find not only pictures with skyscraper in the name of file, but with the content of the file. And then you can refine the search, specifying the colors. So if you can start searching for skyscraper yellow and red to have pictures of the skyscraper at sunset. In the media browser, you can search for date 2 using the same pattern of the file search. And if you select video and audio, you can search and refine the search for the duration of the content, specifying a minimum duration and or a maximum length. You can specify the genre of the music, and for the audio files you can listen to the preview. This is quite interesting because if you are searching for something, for a particular music, let's say a corporate logo with a disco or electronic mood, you can refine your search and be very, very, very precise, browsing all your content. Funny thing is that for the music and for the video too, but the video is turned off by default, you can save a subsample of the music, let's say something like 10 or 15 or 20 seconds of the music, so you can have a preview of the file, even if the file is on a hard drive that is not connected. So you can search for something and get an idea of what you're trying to find. Each time you selected a file, a media file or a traditional file, in the lower part of the window you have the splitted path, and so if you tap or click on any of these element of the path, the folder path of the file, the folder will be revealed in the Finder. If you don't search anything and leave everything empty, in the file browser mode you will have a list of the free space of the hard drive connected. So if you need to archive something, let's say a 100 gigabyte folder of a project, you can have a clear idea of where you can save this folder without searching for the free space. If you're asking yourself, how much does it take to scan the media files on an hard drive? With my computer, with everything turned on except for sound classification and preview saving of the video, let's say that one media is acquired in something like a second. Much less if you're scanning photos, a little more if you're scanning for audio file or video files. On average, 1,000 media is scanned in something like 15 to 20 minutes. If you have something like 10,000 photos on an hard drive, the job will be done in something like 2 to 3 hours. This media scanning is done in background. If you quit the application and then restart it later, the job will continue without starting from scratch. It's quite powerful, it works, and it's quite seamless. I think that I told you everything about this app as it is for today. So I hope that you are curious, interested in trying to understand if it fits for you. The app will be released by FX Factory. Today the beta testing is starting, and so I will send it to selected beta testers to try to help them, and I'll ask them to break the app. Trying to break the app so I can fix all the stuff before the initial release. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching me. If you like this content, if you have other question about this app, please write in the comment below. If you like me or this way of telling stuff, subscribe to this channel and click on the bell to be notified if a new video will come out. And that's all for today. And as always, I salute you with Ciaone!